guys, Jenny with On Fire Fit, and welcome to another episode of Shoe Review. In these videos, I am delivering a little message, and I'm also going to review a pair of shoes that was sent to me. And in these shoe reviews, I'm basically just kind of giving you an idea of how I would wear the shoe, what I would wear it with, and what I think of the shoe. Sometimes people have asked, you know, is this a pair of shoes that you would wear all day? Would you wear it to work? How would you pair it? Would you recommend that I buy it for my wife or girlfriend? And so these are just shoe reviews that are kind of helping guide that. But as you know, I love a message and I love for us to spend a little time talking. And so I also include a message. So I hope you'll stick around toward the end for the shoe review. Now, the person who sent this pair of shoes to me, I actually know as a friend, and he asked me to review these shoes. And it was interesting as I thought about this pair of shoes and what I really kind of understood as a message that would go with it, which just sort of clicked very quickly. And I'll get to the part where it ties into the person who sent it to me, but I really had this thought about how in the Bible, Jesus tells one of his disciples that you are supposed to forgive someone 70 times 7. Am I right on that? Anyway, the bottom line was the disciple was like, is 7 times enough? And Jesus was like, no, 70 times 7. Sorry if I'm misquoting that. But the idea behind it is that you forgive beyond the ability for you to even count. Now, in this world of the way that we kind of think about how to handle things in our relationships with other people, we tend to keep score. We tend to think if they're going to treat me this way, then I'm going to treat them the same way back. Now, I think the reason that Jesus wanted us to forgive endlessly was for several purposes. One purpose is because we know that when we hold on to unforgiveness or we hold a grudge, it eats us up inside. There's a quote that I'm not going to remember. It's just coming to me really quick. But it's basically, if you take in the poison that's, you know, somebody gave you, you're only hurting yourself, and it's not going to benefit you in any way. And so it's really our choice if we're going to hold on to unforgiveness, and it really does cause damage to us. So I know for sure that Jesus knew that forgiveness towards people is only going to be for our good. It's also going to be good for other people. And the reason is, in so many situations in life, people may intentionally hurt you, unintentionally hurt you. But I think if we can get to the point where we say, there's a reason that they're acting that way. Maybe there's some issue they've had. Maybe they've grown up with a certain issue. Maybe they have a certain grudge. There's some reason that somebody is acting the way that they are. And for me to not extend forgiveness to them is not going to help them turn around and find a better way in life. And I know that when we basically continue the process of hurt and just keep that cycle going, there's no way that you're going to improve a situation, whether it's for you or for them. I know that Jesus did not expect us to just get trampled on or walked on, and he wasn't saying just keep coming back for more and just having yourself be taken advantage of. It was not from that standpoint, but from the standpoint of extending love to somebody. We talk a lot about love and everybody we need to love, but what does that even mean? I think the hardest time is when you love somebody when they are unlovable. Everybody can love people that think the way they do, act the way they do, have the same mindset as they do. That's easy. That doesn't require anything of us. What does require something of us is being forgiving and understanding and trying to put ourselves maybe in the other person's shoes and allow ourselves to be wrapped up in this love mindset that kind of changes how their future will be as well as us. The part that I thought tied in really well is I know that this set of verses is special to the person that sent these shoes. And of course, with red shoes, this is going to tie in perfectly. It talks about love in 1 Corinthians chapter 13. And if you've watched any of my other videos, you know I have mentioned this before, but I am going to read it out of the Passion Translation today. Love is large and incredibly patient. Love is gentle and consistently kind to all. It refuses to be jealous when blessing comes to someone else. Love does not brag about one's achievements, nor inflates its own importance. Love does not traffic in shame and disrespect, nor selfishly seek its own honor. Love is not easily irritated or quick to take offense. Love joyfully celebrates honesty and finds no delight in what is wrong. Love is a safe place of shelter, for it never stops believing the best for others. Love never takes failure as defeat, for it never gives up. Love never stops loving. And wouldn't this be amazing if we could take this upon ourselves and actually apply this? It is so contrary to the messages that we hear out there. But, you know, from time to time, somebody will be like, why are you so happy? Why do you have so much joy? And the people that know me know the pain that I have, the things that I'm, you know, dealing with and whatnot. But really, when it comes down to it and you really think about how short our lives are and what we can do to try to help while we're still here on this earth, I think this is it, love. And we need it in order to be able to forgive and forgive and forgive and not get trampled on, but also forgive. So for your thought for the day, where are some areas that it might be really difficult to love somebody, to forgive somebody? Think about how it might release something in you. Some healing may come to you because of that release. And what about that potential for how it might impact somebody else to change their life? We never know how our reactions are going to affect someone else. And so I think as long as we're not standing in the way of their improvement by adding to the problem, acting just like them, then at least we know we've done our job. And so I hope that that is helpful in some way to you. Maybe you have something that comes to mind with that. But we are going to take a closer look at the shoes, and I will show you what I am pairing them with today. All right, here it is. This is a pair from Nina. And if you saw my other video with these, you'll remember that there's like a little mesh here that kind of holds it together. Now, the way these shoes are on my foot, there's a little zipper back here. See if I can do this one-handed while I hang on to this camera. And you slide your foot in here. Whoops. Sorry for the crazy camera. This does not actually untie. Sorry if that disappoints you. I think that little tie thing is probably, it's better that it doesn't tie because it keeps it very neat looking. It would be all cattywampus if I tried to tie it you know, correctly every time. So this shoe is not super high, but I think it's a good height in order to be able to wear them for, pretty good long period of time. And I would not wear them to work because it's open toe, but definitely I would wear them for a date night. I would wear them, I don't know, out and about. I'm not too particular about looking like the same level as somebody else as far as how dressy I am or whatever. But so they are comfortable. They are easy to walk in. It is, what size did I have in this one? Let's see if I can find the size on it. This is a size 7, and I am normally a 6.5, and these fit me well. So I am going to say you might need a half size bigger, depending on what size of shoe you are. The reason I got a 7 is they did not come in a 6.5. So that, I don't know if it had been a 6.5, if I would have been able to get my foot through this, as I try to slide my foot in here. I don't know if it would have fit. I don't know if it's because of my high arch or what, but it would have been probably hard to get on. So I think I needed that extra half size. Anything else about them? I think that's pretty much it, but very cute, very different. I've never seen shoes like this, so I really love these shoes. Super cute. Okay, let's go take a walk. Well, I wasn't going to point this out, but I forgot to film the runway wearing the other outfit. So I guess the pictures at the end will have to suffice for today. But this pair of heels is easy to walk in. I am walking as usual, more on my toes to not dig into the floor, but I don't have to struggle because they're not difficult to walk in, so that makes it nice and easy. So here is a black dress with those shoes. This is sort of a, I don't know, fancy jeans, and this is a gray dress. So I hope that you live today and every day on fire.